Hi, my name is Penny. I'm a medium and intuitive wellness coach. I created this video so that I could share with you 3 tips that can help you heal twin flame angst and the pain that comes along with the twin flame spiritual awakening. I'll also share a little bit about how I came to recognize my twin flame and what I believe to be true about the real purpose of this connection. Before I get into the meat of this video, I want to clarify some terms. Those of you that know me personally know I have a fraternal twin sister. Well, now y'all know. This video has nothing to do with my sister or anybody I'm related to. Whenever you hear me say twin or twin flame in this video, I'm referring to my masculine counterpart, also known as the divine masculine in twin flame circles. My twin flame is a completely separate person in a man's body that basically shares the same soul as me. We're one soul in 2 bodies. We are multidimensional beings capable of incarnating in more than one body at the same time. Twin flames are not halves of a soul or halves of each other. They're whole people in separate bodies that come from the same soul. There are certain traits and characteristics that are unique to twin flames that I will be sharing through my story. Not all twin flames have a romantic relationship or partnership, but it is common. Soon after meeting my twin, I started having this strong feeling that we were the same person. It's like I could sometimes see through his eyes and feel what was going on with him. I had many visions of him, including visions of us being direct yin and yang mirrors of each other. I received a clear cognizant drop-in or intuitive knowing that we were twin flames and that twin flames are one soul in 2 bodies. Prior to that, I didn't know anything about twin flames. I also received further messages from my spirit guides about us being twin flames. After meeting my twin and spending some time with him, I found myself experiencing physical pain in my heart and this grief when he pulled away from me. I also experienced this deep grief related to some of the feelings I had for my twin because it was very clear we could not and would not be together in a romantic relationship. At some point early on, my twin started experimenting with what I would consider dark thoughts involving me, which led me to having disturbing visions that were very painful and confusing. Thankfully, though, I was able to completely release the distress related to those visions by applying EFT tapping to them every day for about an hour or less. After about a week of tapping on those specific visions and eventually having a good cry about it, I stopped having an emotional charge related to those visions. It was such a huge relief. I still sometimes see those kinds of visions when my twin goes to those dark places in his mind, but I'm no longer triggered by it. I'm completely calm and neutral about it. This relates to tip number 1 on how to heal twin flame angst. Use EFT tapping to process and release the painful emotions triggered by the twin flame connection. Tapping combines elements of cognitive therapies with tapping on acupressure points on the face, hands, and chest. It accelerates the processing and releasing of emotional issues so you can feel better faster. It's backed by science and it works even if you don't believe in it. It's amazing as a self-help tool. And as a coach and therapist, it is my #1 tool for helping people process and release emotional and physical issues and experience emotional freedom. If you want to get started with learning how to use tapping to process and heal your emotions, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website and you'll receive a self-care toolkit via email with instructions on how to use tapping to release anxiety and anger. When you go to my website, scroll to the bottom of my homepage and you can sign up there. Back to my twin flame story. For months, I experienced all sorts of intense emotions, desires, and grief that I had never experienced in any other relationship. I felt confused and upset because I didn't understand why I was having these painful experiences. One of the biggest triggers for me was the pain and heartbreak that followed after I saw my twin hook up with someone else. Remember, it's like I could sometimes see through his eyes and I had all sorts of visions about his life. Some days it felt like torture. My feelings for my twin made no logical sense. Thankfully, tapping helped me release the pain of separation and grief. It released the emotional triggers and this limiting belief I had about not being good enough. I set aside time every day to tap on my emotions and the issues that came up and gradually felt more and more relief within a few months. Another tool that supported me in processing and calming my emotions in addition to tapping is heart breathing. This is tip number 2 for healing twin flame angst. Use heart breathing to process and regulate your emotions. Heart breathing promotes heart-brain coherence. It helps you think more clearly, it enhances your intuition, and it helps you access the wisest part of you. Heart breathing involves focusing on your heart and imagining your breath going in and out of your heart or your chest area while breathing a little slower and deeper. I like to use heart breathing with color as it's a powerful way to focus your attention and direct your energy. I also describe how to use heart breathing with color and the various ways you can use heart breathing in the self-care toolkit that you get when you sign up for my newsletter on my website. Back to my story. One of the major turning points for me One of the major turning points for me was when I made a decision that I wanted to experience joy in life. I knew that in order for me to feel joy, I would need to experience happiness seeing my twin with someone else. I asked my spirit guides and angels to help me and release everything in the way of me experiencing joy and happiness seeing my twin with someone else. Soon after asking for this specific help and healing, I literally felt energy releases in my body. I subsequently experienced surprisingly positive and joyful emotions whenever I saw my twin with someone else. And let me tell you, the angels have a sense of humor. They answered my request and went above and beyond. This relates to tip number 3 for healing twin flame angst. Decide you want to experience joy and happiness, and ask your spirit guides and angels to help you with this. We all have spirit guides and angels available to guide us and assist us on our life path. They are incredibly wise, powerful, loving, and supportive. The key to receiving help from your spirit guides is to simply ask. We must ask for their assistance in order to receive it, as they respect our free will. Then allow yourself to receive a healing. You may notice physical releases such as coughing or yawning, or physical sensations such as goosebumps. Also pay attention to the loving nudges you receive through your thoughts, people in your environment, and signs in the universe about actions to take that will empower you to heal yourself. After experiencing emotional breakthroughs and learning more about the twin flame journey, I started to understand the bigger picture and higher purpose of this connection. I learned that the twin flame journey is designed to trigger you into releasing old emotional wounds, especially childhood wounds, so that you can raise your vibration and consciousness and be the best version of yourself. There is so much good you can do in this world when you are being the best version of yourself. I'm happy to report that I was able to completely detach from wanting a romantic relationship with my twin. It has been my experience that your twin feels the pull to come back to you after you completely detach from wanting a relationship with them. The romantic pull is the catalyst for working on the deeper emotional issues. Not all twin flames are meant to be together in a romantic relationship, such as my case. You and your twin would have made an agreement or soul contract prior to coming into this lifetime about the roles the two of you would play in each other's lives to assist in your soul's growth. I affectionately refer to the twin flame spiritual awakening as Karate Kid style spiritual learning. What I mean by that is, on this journey, especially early on, you don't fully understand why you're having these painful experiences and feel miserable most of the time, but then you start practicing healing exercises that lead you to experience emotional breakthroughs. This changes your experience to one of peace and joy and unconditional love for your twin. You start developing self-mastery with your energy and emotions, and you come to recognize your twin as one of your greatest spiritual teachers. The Twin Flame Spiritual Awakening has been incredibly transformative. It catapulted me into the work that I'm doing today as a medium and coach so that I can help more people. There is a higher purpose to this connection that involves moving beyond the relationship with your twin and serving humanity in a greater way. The reason why you see me so happy right now is because I took a military type of approach to healing my triggers and emotional wounds. I applied tapping and heart breathing every day to help me process my emotions because I was in so much pain, and I know these tools work. Keep this in mind. Persistence in applying the healing tools pays off. There were also other exercises I was divinely guided to do to help me process my emotions and experiences. I asked for divine guidance every day. You can too. The healing tips I'm describing in this video are helpful not just for twin flames, but for anyone experiencing heartbreak and emotional pain. The results of doing the emotional healing work on yourself include new levels of consciousness, greater awareness, and emotional freedom. The twin flame journey is so intense and challenging. If you're on this journey, you may find that some people in your life don't know how to support you with this relationship or hold space for the pain that you're dealing with. If you would like my emotional support with your healing journey, I offer intuitive wellness coaching sessions online via Zoom. I also offer intuitive readings if you would like to receive messages from your spirit guides and angels or receive messages from departed loved ones. If you're interested in having a coaching session or an intuitive reading with me, which I'm doing all online via Zoom, you can book your appointment directly on my website at pennyaraujo.com. I've also included the links in the description box below. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm sending you so much love and blessings.